What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Thanksgiving to you if you're living in Canada. Today, we're going to talk about some OBD11 mods that I really like, I think are worth doing, and you should definitely do to your Mk7 GTI if you have one. What is an OBD11? OBD11 is basically a dongle that allows you to change some of the features of your car. You can either turn on some good features that weren't turned on from the factory, maybe because of the region in which you live in, and you can also turn off some annoying features that you may not want on your car. OBD11 also allows you to long code, so that means change specific parameters within your car to create certain effects, but they also have pre-set up coding. So basically they will give you some credits, or you can buy credits. It's very cheap really, but what happens is you can use these credits, so you can just press one button and the coding is automatically done. Honestly, I would recommend to do it this way. I did try long coding some stuff on my car, and basically I messed it up. It didn't work, and I started getting some error messages. The lights weren't working properly, so yeah, I had to backtrack and do it basically in reverse to fix it, and then just did the one-touch coding and never looked back. I'm more interested in speed and going fast. So obviously if I buy something, I'm gonna want it to make my car faster. Otherwise, I don't really see much of a point in it. With that in mind, I'm gonna start off by saying the first thing that I recommend that you change is something called starting vibration reduction. So what this does is this creates that bogging down feeling when you launch the car. It's made so that your car doesn't experience wheel hop. So Volkswagen obviously knows that if you launch this car hard enough, if it gets enough grip, it's gonna have wheel hop. So instead of putting the dog bone mount, which I recommended, which would be your first mod if you have a Volkswagen GTI, instead of doing that, they basically made a software kind of fix for it, which is this starting vibration reduction, which you can switch to off using OBD11. And so if you have a DSG car, for example, like mine, and you turn on the launch control, and you take your foot off the brake, and it takes a noticeable second before the car actually starts to go. Now it's immediate. You let off and boom, you're gone. And so I found that, and I've also found that the car feels much more immediate. There's no more bogging down kind of feeling, and it feels like first and second the car just goes. Yeah, it's not as pulled back by the computer. The second thing that I would modify if you have an OBD11 is to turn off the soundaktor. So the soundaktor is basically like a speaker that pumps some fake noise into the car to, make you feel more manly when you're driving it, but you don't need it. I really think it's useless. If anything, it just makes the driving experience even louder for no reason. Some people, what they do is you can unplug it from under the hood, but I feel like that leaves room for water to get in there and for, other negative things to happen. So basically, you just use the app, you turn it to 0%, and forget about it. The third feature, which is really cool, and I think it comes in maybe some European markets, but in North America it does not, at least not on the Mk7 GTI, is the windows up and down with the key. So when you hold the key button up, the windows all close, and when you hold the key button down, the windows all open and the sunroof also opens. Now, there's also another modification you can get on this, which is windows up when raining. So I'm pretty sure all Mk7 GTIs came with rain sensing wipers. So the wipers will come on automatically when it rains. And so when you park your car, if you leave any of the windows open, and you obviously turn this feature on through OBD11, what happens is the windows will all close, because the rain sensor will sense rain and will automatically close all the windows, which is an interesting feature. I have it turned on, and yeah, it works. It's pretty cool, and it does not come OEM. So you need to use OBD11 in order to turn both the windows up with the key and down with the key, and the rain sensing close. But super worth it. It's definitely a very good OBD11 mod. It's very smart, and it's actually useful. Another real cool mod that you can do is the AutoClose. So what happens basically is you can open the car, right? And so as soon as I close it, it locks, and I can just walk away. I don't have to take my key out. I don't have to lock it myself. All you have to do is obviously you have to have the key in your pocket, but it's actually very convenient. So once again, you open it, and as soon as you close the door, it locks and closes. It's very very nice feature that does not come OEM with the car. Another really cool OBD11 mod you can get is the UrbanJoke taillight mod. So as you can see, this will make the taillights alternate. It's when you signal or when you have your four-ways on. OEM, only one taillight lights up, whereas with this mod, as you can see, you have this cool effect. Also, this turns on 5-light braking, so when you brake on your OEM, you will only have this corner light, the middle light, and this other corner light on. But once you turn the UrbanJoke mod on, all 5 lights will turn on when you brake, so it'll be much brighter. So here you can see what the windows up and down with the key looks like. You just hold down the key and everything opens. And obviously if it were to start raining, everything would close automatically, and then you hold the key up and everything should start to close. Pretty cool. Another cool mod you can do with OBD11 is change the throttle pedal response. So OEM, the car comes as a safety feature with a curved throttle pedal response. So as you press the gas, you won't necessarily get a lot more forward momentum. You can change that to a much more aggressive throttle pedal response, and especially if you have a tuned car, it'll make the car feel much faster and much more immediate. So that's also something I would highly recommend doing if you have an OBD11 and if you've tuned your car. Those are some of the mods that I've done. I think there's some of the mods that were worth mentioning. There are so many to go through on OBD11. I might make another video going over a couple of other ones that I really like. I don't know if I can make a video going over all of them because there are quite a few of them, but hopefully you learned something. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys next time.